Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, an update on the New York City mayoral race.
And the Rockefeller Christmas tree is on its way to New York City.
Plus, a recap on Hewitt Hall events this weekend.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Julianne Fike.
And I'm Emily Carriero.
It was an eventful weekend for Hewitt Hall here at SUNY Oswego. To kick off the 21st Annual Media Summit was Thursday. The panel featured alumni Gabriel Amazara from CBS News, Barry Gleiner from Warner Brothers Discovery, and Kim Abudandalo from MSG Networks.
Students were able to connect with many alumni after the summit, but also had the chance to connect during the alumni dinner, which took place in Hewitt Hall on Saturday night. And lastly, there was an open house that featured Hewitt and Tyler Hall. This was to show off the $130 million in renovations to students, faculty, staff, alumni, and community members.
SUNY Oswego is hosting a mini open house for its School of Engineering and Natural Sciences. On Thursday from 11 to 2, there will be a tour through Shinneman Hall, and then people on the tour will be led to the residential hall to have lunch. After the lunch, there will be an optional general campus tour. To go to the SUNY Oswego website to register for the open house and to see the full list of majors in the School of Engineering and Natural Sciences.
Halloween is almost here. Come celebrate early at Halloween Open Skate. Not only will admission and skate rental be free, but there will also be a costume contest. Prizes will include campus bookstore gift cards, first place getting $50, second place getting $35, and third place getting $25. The Open Skate will be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena.
Hewitt Hall officially celebrated their grand opening as well this weekend.
Reporter Gianna Cowell has more on that story.
Hewitt's grand opening included a ribbon cutting with President Peter Nwasu and Jennifer Knapp leading the group. And the open house on Saturday included Justin Dubrow, a member of the Alumni Association, and he gave great advice to students. Hewitt Hall had their ribbon cutting for their exciting grand reopening this past weekend. On Friday night, important members of the media department, including Jennifer Knapp and notable alumni, cut the ribbon to make the building official. On Saturday, Hewitt hosted their first open house, where alumni dating back to the 1960s got to tour the brand new building, ask questions, and meet students in the field, including myself and Emily Mike. I heard endless stories from alumni about how much Hewitt Union meant to them before the recent renovation. It's obvious that Hewitt Hall will continue to serve students for generations to come. Our very own General Manager of WTOP, Kenny Gerard, gave an inspiring speech during the ribbon cutting.
I've met so many professors and staff who have taught me more than I had ever expected. Just to name a few: Professors Cleland, Lurch, Simone, Suarez, Bradbury, Kreider, engineers Mooch and Sean. I can go on all day, but I don't want to keep you here all night. These are just a few of the many people who have shaped me to who I am today. I also found a home outside of the classroom in WTOP-10. I joined the club and I met this guy named Mike Griswold, who later became GM of the club and introduced me to WTOP. I told my interests, passions, who I was, and
Hewitt's reopening represents the completion of over $126 million in renovations for the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts. It was worth the wait, as it will open up many opportunities for the future of multimedia studies here at Oswego. That's all for me. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Gianna. Emily, the weekend was very rainy. Do you think the rain will finally go away?
I'm not sure. Maybe Storm Team 10 meteorologist Christopher Convis knows if the rain will go away. Christopher?
Thanks, guys. Yes, as you can see behind me, yes, the rain is finally gone. Thanks to this high pressure system we have southeast of us in Canada. But if we look out farther into the United States, you can see below me under here, we have a low pressure system that might be bringing some showers at the end of this week. And for the song of the day today, we have Monster Mass by Bobby Pickett. Just a classic. You know me, I'm into the oldies. I'll have more of my Halloween weekend forecast and Hurricane Melissa in my full forecast, but first, back to the break.
Thanks, Chris.
As results from early voting for the New York City mayoral election come in, candidate Andrew Cuomo is closing the gap on nominee Zoran Mandami. Early voting shows a surge in older voters in favor of Cuomo. While both candidates are happy with the voter turnout increasing, they remain confident in their campaigns. Voting continues for New York City residents until Election Day on November 4th.
$30 million in emergency funds will help keep food pantries stocked during the government shutdown. Governor Kathy Hochul said these emergency funds will pay for 16 million meals in New York. The U.S. Department of Agriculture announced that SNAP benefits will not be issued starting November 1st. Hochul also wrote to the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins asking her to use federal emergency funds to protect SNAP.
With Christmas right around the corner, the Rockefeller Center has announced this year's Christmas tree is on its way to the city. The 11-pound spruce from East Greenbush, New York, stands at 75 feet tall and is 75 years old as well. The lighting will take place on Wednesday, December 3rd and will remain until January. The 8-decade-old tradition has been a symbol of Christmas ever since construction workers put up their own tree in 1931.
Still ahead tonight, 2 Navy airships crash, where and when they fell.
Plus, 24 hikers rescued in New Hampshire, what they weren't prepared for.
But I would have liked to see more on, Putin or something. I don't think he's very nice.
He's so annoying, and he's not very funny either.
He got that hot dog at one time. I don't know why he would do such a thing.
I'm not sure why he's still playing a Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii is so old. I've tried reporting him like 600 times, and nobody's answering my phone calls.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan has played for the last 15 games. Maybe.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that. Let me finish.
No,
let me finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Watch the DK experience.
What we do here is go back.
Cooked. You know it's cooked when it's not raw anymore.
Gordon Ramsay gonna see it here.
Cat cam.
Because Kenny pulled a picture of him. Yeah.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm meteorologist Christopher Convitz with your full forecast. Right now, currently, we got 42 degrees, clear skies thanks to this very high pressure system we have, in the northeast winds coming from 7 miles per hour. And the big topic right now, if you're into news headlines, we have Hurricane Melissa just about to hit Jamaica tonight. Category 5, 175 miles per hour winds. It's very sad to say, but this is going to be very historic. Rainfall totals up to 30+ inches in some areas in Jamaica. So, as we look, what makes a hurricane? I'm going to break it down for you in this hurricane formation. Starting off here, we have unstable air temps cooling with height, and as it continues, this leads to convection, vertical motion, and more clouds. Continuing on into most layers of 15,000 feet necessary to continue the thunderstorm activity over the ocean. And as it progresses, the velocity of winds must not change significantly with height. And as it goes, the ocean temps must rise over 80 degrees to supply energy to sustain these storms. And as we continue on, you can see we get the first stage of a hurricane, a tropical depression, with winds just around less than 38 miles per hour. Moving on up, and as the winds progress, it becomes a tropical storm, 39 to 73 miles per hour. Going on to that, that's when you get the hurricane, the Category 1 of 74 miles per hour, going up to the Cat 2, Cat 3, Category 4, and then Category 5, which sadly, Hurricane Melissa is right now. Looking on to our predicted temperatures, tonight. Tuesday, we got 33 degrees at midnight, going into 31, possibly 33 in the morning. Might have some patchy frost here in Oswego. Continuing on, temperatures will be just breaking 50 degrees at noon tomorrow, going into a high of 55 by 4 o'clock, going on into the 40s by Tuesday night. Hey, let's go gambling again. Let's check it out. Let's see here. We got solid, clear skies. All right, let's go again. Clear skies again. All right, I'm going to go all in. Here we go. Rats! Rain. Rain is returning on Thursday. I should have quit while I was ahead. Hey, this upcoming Friday is Halloween. Spooky showers. Halloween winds, possibly 53 degrees. Be sure to plan accordingly. Bring a coat over your costume because sadly the weather's not going to be quite well for us on Friday. Looking on out into our 7-day forecast, as you can tell, we have our sunny skies for Tuesday, Wednesday, but here we got the rain returning again Thursday. Friday, we have the Halloween winds for Friday. Saturday, 60 to 70% chance of rain. For Saturday, 50 degrees for the weekend. And Monday, 50 degrees again with showers. That's all from my full forecast. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Chris. President Trump arrived in Japan on Monday to meet with the new Prime Minister Sanaa Taikachi. While in Asia, he undoubtedly has been focused on trade relations. He has wanted to realign the international economy in his vision of America first. The United States and China are drawing closer to finalizing a trade deal, according to officials.
24 hikers have been rescued from Mount Washington in New Hampshire. Officials say the hikers were not prepared for the wind chills as temperatures dropped into the single digits. It was reported that some of the hikers were starting to experience early stages of hypothermia. All of the hikers were rescued and are expected to make a full recovery.
With more than 1 million workers going unpaid during the shutdown, many are turning to food banks for help.
Jen Sullivan will give us more on how the shutdown continues to hurt.
I would have never thought in a million years that I would have been in this position to have to go to a food bank.
We have a cart ready for you out front. Just grab it. You can always, maybe, do you want any of this stuff? Does that look like something you like?
I don't want my daughter to see me crying.
The So What Else Food Bank accepts both items and financial donations on their website, whatelse.org.
The U.S. Navy is investigating the cause of a helicopter and a fighter jet crash over the South China Sea. The crashes occurred this past Sunday within 30 minutes of each other during routine operations. President Trump called the two similar crashes very unusual and raised the possibility of a fuel problem. All crew members on board the aircraft were safely rescued.
British commentator Salman Hamdani was detained by federal immigration workers during a speaking tour in the United States. Muslim advocacy groups said that this was in relations for his criticisms of Israel, and the Council of American Islamic Relations called the threat a, quote, blatant affront to free speech. But the Trump administration said the decision to detain Hamdani was because the U.S. has no obligation to, quote, host foreigners who support terrorism.
Sean Combs, aka Diddy's release date, has been set 3 months after a jury reached a mixed verdict in his federal trial. He is scheduled to be released from prison on May 8, 2028, according to the public records from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Combs was sentenced by a judge to spend 50 months in jail on 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. His release date will reflect the time that he has already served.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, a coffin returned to the Red Cross by Hamas.
Plus, a major deal struck by China and the U.S. Find out why.
All that and more coming up on WTOP-10 Nightly News.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams. How do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In international news, Hurricane Melissa has strengthened into a dangerous Category 5 hurricane.
Ivan Rodriguez has the latest as Jamaica prepares for impact.
Hurricane Melissa has already killed 3 people, Haisha, and 1 person in the Dominican Republic. According to National Hurricane Center, Melissa is expected to be the most powerful hurricane ever to strike Jamaica.
The Red Cross has received a coffin thought to have the body of a deceased hostage. According to the Israeli Defense Forces, troops took the remains back to Israel where the hostage will be identified. If the body is confirmed to be a hostage, Hamas will have returned 16 dead hostages from before the ceasefire began. Both Israel and Hamas have accused each other of breaking the deal, but the ceasefire has still held.
The U.S. and China have agreed to a new trade deal. The deal includes a, quote, final deal needed for the U.S. to buy TikTok, plus a delay on China's control of rare earth minerals. Just this weekend, the U.S. agreed to trade deals with 4 other Asian countries. President Trump will be meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Thursday to discuss the deal more.
Canada is expected to lose its measles elimination status. According to the World Health Organization, countries lose the title of measles-free when the disease spreads across for a year. Countries who lose the title have to submit a corrective active plan. Canada has had over 5,000 measles cases this year, and 90% of the cases are from unvaccinated Canadians. Experts say the U.S. could be the next country to have its measles challenged. Over the weekend, the Oswego swim and dive team faced off in a meet like no other.
Here's WTOP-10 sports reporter Kelly C. with more details.
Thank you. This past Saturday, the Oswego swim and dive team had quite the meet. I had the pleasure of heading to the Laker Hall and getting a glimpse into the world of swim. What you are seeing here is the electrifying entrance to the Oswego swim and dive team. The team walks in as a united front, ready to face their opponent. I was joined by 2 amazing freshman swimmers after the meet who were able to give me a little bit more of an insight into what the team means to them and to how this meet went for both of them. Girls, introduce yourself.
It's okay. Hi, I'm Rita Romano. Hi, I'm Willow Gain.
There are so many different events that come out of a regular swim meet, both men and women. They move at speeds that were incredible to witness in person. There are even diving events that, if I were to try, I would probably break my neck. All around, these athletes are talented and show what Oswego sports have to offer. But this meet was not just any meet. It was a civil war. Here's Rita to explain.
The meet was really good. It was the Civil War of Oswego. We had the green team, obviously, and then the gold team. It was really competitive. We did pretty good, saying the fact that it was like just against us.
That's right. These swimmers and divers were putting in the work to face their greatest opponent, themselves. The competition was fierce, and both teams, green and gold, put up a fight. The scores were tight, which made it even more exciting to watch. But not only that, both Willow and Rita had recruits. Recruits are seniors in high school who are looking to potentially swim for SUNY Oswego. Both girls had recruits watching them to get a glimpse to see what it was like to be a part of the Laker family. Here's what they thought and how it actually shaped their own perspectives on Oswego and the team as a whole. Girls, what did you think?
I think it was fun. Obviously, we're both freshmen, so it's nice having a recruit and like being able to show what it's like being on this team. It's very like accepting and we're always high spirit. So it's nice being able just to show them like what it's like. And even though we didn't have a team to compete against, that we can still make a meet with our
And it was really exciting. I think they liked it. They were like all they're all cute little kids.
This team truly is incredible to watch. Thank you to Willow and Rita for joining me.
Yay, swim and dive! Yay!
As you can see, this team means a lot to these girls, and it shows in their teamwork. The swim and dive team take to the road this weekend to face Clarkson. Be sure to stay on the lookout for this. After the break, Casey DeSalle will dive into the weekend Laker action and NFL news. Stay with us.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris.
Come on. I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to. Welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Casey DeSalle with your Sports Rundown. Oswego State men's hockey team dominated Nazareth College this past weekend in Oswego's second and final exhibition match of the season. Lakers took to the ice wearing teal in support of raising awareness for ovarian cancer in this 4-0 victory over the Golden Flyers. Oswego stood tall on defense while Tommy Bannister buried 2 of the 4 Oswego goals. The Lakers will head to Geneseo next Friday, November 7th, for their first regular season game of the year. Moving over to the Laker turf now, the women's soccer team hosted the Fredonia Blue Devils on Saturday for Senior Day. Despite a valiant effort by the Lakers, they fell short to the Blue Devils 2-1 when the final whistle sounded. However, the lone goal from the Lakers came from one of their 10 graduating seniors, Courtney Key. Lakers will look to get their revenge on the Blue Devils this Saturday at 2 p.m. in Fredonia in the first round of the SUNYAC tournament. Now let's talk about the pros with some more devastating news for the New York Giants fans. Fan favorite running back Cam Scatterbo will be sidelined for the rest of the season due to a dislocated ankle that occurred in Sunday's loss to the Eagles. Scatterbo has already underwent a successful surgery with hopes to return for the 2026 season. This is the second big blow to the Giants offense this season, with wideout Malik Neighbors also out for the season with a torn ACL. Some more sad news around the NFL yesterday, as former New York Jets center Nick Mangold passed away at the age of 41 after a long battle with kidney disease. Mangold spent all 11 seasons of his career with the New York Jets and was a 2-time first-team All-Pro with 7 Pro Bowl selections. Mangold was inducted into the Jets Ring of Honor in 2022 and is currently on the 2026 Hall of Fame ballot. Condolences go out to Mangold's wife and children during this tough time. Speaking of the Jets, let's head over to Paycor Stadium, where the Bengals hosted the Jets yesterday afternoon. Joe Flacco is looking to beat one of his former teams as we jump right into the third quarter here, where the Bengals are leading 24-16. Bengals have the ball, and Flacco is going to give the ball to Samaje Perine, who takes it right up the gut of the Jets defense and houses this one for a 32-yard touchdown run. Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets, looks on in disappointment. But on the next possession, Jets are knocking on the door as Breece Hall gets the nod and takes it in for 6. We'll be seeing a lot of Hall in this second half. He was a busy workhorse for the Jets. On the very next possession of the Bengals, they are once again threatening as Chase Brown gets the handoff for the 2-yard score. Chase Brown will celebrate with those big linemen up front, and they're up 2 scores in the Jets late here in the fourth quarter. Speaking of which, both starting running backs did a really good job today. And what comes after Thunder? How about a little bit of Breece lightning? Hall takes the outside handoff for a 27-yard touchdown run, and the Jets make it interesting with 8 minutes to play. The Jets get a stop on D, and they're on the goal line. Who else to go to but Breece Hall? But for a run? No, he's going to throw it in the end zone. He finds Mason Taylor in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Hall can do it all for a little bit of Mangold magic as the Jets go on to go get their first victory of the year for number 74. If you saw those clowns at the end of the video, that was my dad at the stadium. He was on television. And that'll do it for my sports rundown. I'll toss to break. Stick around for some haunted action after the break.
But I would have liked to see more on, Putin or something. I don't think he's very nice.
He's so annoying, and he's not very funny either.
He got that hot dog at one time. I don't know why he would do such a thing.
I'm not sure why he's still playing a Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii is so old. I've tried reporting him like 600 times, and nobody's answering my phone calls.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan I've played for the last 15 games. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that. Let me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Watch the DK experience.
What we do here is go back.
Cooked. You know it's cooked when it's not raw anymore.
I've got what Ramsey gonna say here.
Cat cam.
Because Kenny pulled a picture of him.
Yeah.
A Taylor Swift-themed haunted house is gaining attention in Minnesota.
Miranda Sukup has created a haunted yard based off Swift's latest album.
The house is themed The Life of a Showghoul, a play on the new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
Visitors can go and trade friendship bracelets just like at a Taylor Swift concert.
Do you think you guys be stopping by?
Probably not. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
Nope,
How
me
about you
neither.
guys?
I kind of want to make a bracelet.
True.
That sounds cute.
We could trade them. That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for a tea time.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.